cracking packs. I got a box of Gehenna, and that's what I'm going to be doing today on Reading Between the Lines. Greetings and salutations and welcome to Reading Between the Lines. I am your host, the waterdog, and I am going to be cracking packs, brother. I'm going to be opening up this box of Gehenna that I got right here. We're going to see what we got. And after I bust this box open, me and my players, we're going to draft. We're going to pick cards out of this for ourselves. And we're going to do that one at a time, and we're going to let you see that as well. Now me, going to my list, I'll just kind of let you know what I'm looking for. Hopefully trying to hit is I do want to get an FIFA the Herald Vampire. I want to get a Hector Tree Lane. I'm looking at Marcel Dubrow. I'm looking at the Trader. I'm looking at Marie. Falcony, I hope I'm saying that right, Falcony, because these are vampires I just don't have a whole lot of. So those are the 5 vampires I'm looking for. And then when it comes to some library cards, I'm looking for Becoming of Vennonia, Caseless Rounds, a Centralized Background Check, the Diamond Thunderbolt, Elysium, Swarovska Castle, Emergency Powers, Emergency Preparations, and Eskrima. I hope I'm saying that, Eskrima. Flash Grenade, Forshit Library, Kalamaki Nightmares, Leadership Vacuum, Momentum's Edge, Personal Involvement, Lorenzo de El Scorillo, Spain, Servitude of Irad, Veil of Darkness, and a Verilax Facility. That's what I'm looking for. This is a 150 card set, and there's like 52 of these cards that you can only get out of Gehenna. They're not available in any other kind of printing thing. There are some of the cards that have been reprinted in other sets, and there's some of the cards that have been reprinted through drive-through, but we're looking at it here, so let's get kick-started, brother. Let me get this out of my way. Let's have fun. If I don't hit anything good, it's Sid's fault.
If I don't hit anything good, you owe us money.
All right, so we got this right here, my stuff are right here. We're going to move this over the way out of the here, and we're going to rock and roll, starting with the first big pack. I'm going to be separating this stuff as we go through, and I'll try to commentate on some things as I can. But here we go. Game of Instinct, Neighborhood Watch, Gear Up. There's a Mouse Screamer right there. Look at there, man. That's a card that's a big hit. Loose Cannon, which, by the way, is currently in my adaptable deck. If you watch my Alice Cooper video, you'll know that I play that card. That's a big card for me right there, okay? Flash Grenade. I'm looking for a Flash Grenade. I'm putting the stack of the cards I know I want right there, brother. Black Hand Ritual. And look at there. Vampire. That's the vampire I'm needing. There's Marie right there. Look at that. Good vampire card right there. I'm going to stick that right there in my little stack. Donatello, good vampire. Beckett, and a Seal of Verdada. That's another good, that's a good equipment card, actually. Sid's waving his hand. You can say it, Sid. I want that.
Some of this.
Actions, modifiers. Let's do that there. Let's get that stack. Got some vampires stacked up over there. Got me a little stack up over into here as we're going. All right. That's a good first pack because we hit some things that I really desperately need. Here we go. Flurry of Action. Airman's Demise is a combat card. Crocodile's Tongue. Conifer. Now there are a lot of archetypes. If memory serves me correct, there's a lot of archetypes in this set. And of course, this is the time of the Sabbat. So some of them, I can't remember how many of them are with Sabbat, but there are a lot of archetype cards in this set. So there you go. Siphon. Traditionalist. Here we go. There's another archetype card right there. And this one is put this card on the vampire you control once per turn. When the vampire casts his or her votes against a referendum and the referendum fails, he or she gains 1 blood from the blood bank. A vampire can have only 1 archetype. What makes this card really good for archetypes is it's a trifle. You got an Entrenching. Ladislaus Toth. Mohandas Aaron, good vampire. And then our first Gehenna card, the Slow Withering. There we go. Rocking and rolling, brother. Boom. Sit in the Darkness, Perfectionist. Good card. Friend of Mine. That's a reaction card. Putting that over there. Entrenching. Diamond Thunderbolts. Card I'm looking for. Put that over there in my stack of cards I'm looking for. Jack of both sides. Poison Pill. Me and Sid were talking about this the other day. That right now that this might not be a bad card to be putting in decks right now with all the voting and stuff that's going on. That Camarilla Iron Fist hits you, well, it hits them as well. So that's the good thing about having that card, there. Put that over here in the reactions. Lazarus James. Antara. There's Hector. I'm looking for a Hector. Hector Trailing right there. I need that one. And Becoming an Owner. I'm looking for that one. So I've got some hits. I've got some cards I was looking for, and I'm already hitting them. So that's really good for me. Helps me out. I know I can get at least after we start drafting, maybe get at least half of them, hopefully.
Open you that veil of darkness, Kelly.
Enough of that Veil of Darkness. Me and Sid both want a Veil of Darkness. Black Hand Ritual, another poison pill. Occlusion. This is a chemistry stealth card, and it's also stealth dodge. And it's actually pretty good right now. And I can't remember if I think I stuck a different one, but chemistry stealth with illegalism right now, especially if you put in a chemistry skill card on your vampires for illegalism, really good stuff. Not bad. Finding the Path vote card, Perfectionist, Game of Instinct, Smoke and Mirrors. This is a good little card right here. It's a good little stealth anarch card. Modifiers. Up here with the other modifiers, Kelly. All right, Saren, good vampire. Shahid, good vampire. Dr. Julius, he's a good vampire. And then Elysium Castle. There we go, my Strophe Castle. I was looking for that. So, hit that, baby. Good stuff there. Moving on down the line. We got a combat card. Soak, Reformation, Smoke and Mirrors, Siphon, Starvation of Marina. It's a combat card. Right here, baby. Approximation of Loyalty, Dive into Madness, Mushin, Sisek, good vampire. Jan Peterson, good vampire. Crusade, Frankfurt. By the way, these a lot of these Crusades, I can't remember this. Crusade, this one is Frankfurt? Yeah, Frankfurt is only in this set, so this is one of those cards that's only in the set. A lot of those Crusade cards you can only get out of this set, so that's something to keep in mind too if you're looking in that direction. Dive into Madness, Flash Grenade. I want the flash grenades. Revelation of Desire. It's a good Serpentis plus bleed kind of card, an unlock card. Root, Sleep of Reason, another Neighborhood Watch. Instinctive Reaction. Not that great of a card. It's just not playable in a lot of decks. It's not bad, but it's just not playable in a lot of decks. Muckner Bay, good vampire. Spider, good vampire. Yeah. Heartmoot is another great vampire. Of course, he's in the 25th edition decks, so he's good for that. And then Torpid Blood, another Gehenna card right there. So that's all good stuff. Another archetype, Loner. When we were playing our 1 VTES for the first time a couple of years ago out here, I got a bunch of Loner cards and gave everybody a Loner archetype card. I gave everybody one. You're a Loner, man. You're a Loner. Aura, Chain of Command, Instinctive, Principle of Discoria, Nod. This one's a Master Trifle, beginning with you and going clockwise. Once around the table, each Methuselah can arrange the equipment on his or her ready minions. So it starts with you, and then you can rearrange all the equipment. So if you've got, for example, your sniper rifle on the wrong vampire, this is an opportunity to correct it. The other great thing is this is a trifle card, which means you get another master phase with it. So that's good. Starvation. Okay. Marcel, Debro, Hazelmon. I played a lot of Hazelmon back in the day. Big old Ravnosed vampire. Celeste Mamata. I still play Celeste. Oh, Sid, I got it, baby. That's there, gang. Veil of Darkness. I better get the high row. Yeah, Celeste is really good because I like the superior animalism and the superior protean, and then you've got the fortitude, so you can do, deep song. With the protean, you can get the stealth to get the action off, and then, of course, with the fortitude, you can unlock and then do another action. So that's why I like her, and she's only a 5 cap, so really good. Okay. Here we go. Diamond Thunderbolt, Approximation of Loyalty, Caseless Rounds, that's another Water Dog card right there. Diversity, Soak, Reformation, Stunt Cycle, Jezebel Vampire, Robin Winters Vampire, Count Germain, really good vampire. This is a good vampire. And then Robert Carter, I believe, I'm trying to look and see, I want to say, is he only in this set? I mean, he might be in one other set. Robert Carter. He's in 2 sets, Sid? Okay, 2 sets. Yeah, but a really unique ghoul to get you that +2 bleed. He's a +2 bleed retainer that you can attach to your vampire. So that's good stuff. All right. Messing around. Here we go. Serenade to the Kami. Emergency Preparation. That's a card I'm looking for. I believe that was on my list. Yep. Emergency Preparations. Yeah. What this is you burn 1 pool to cancel a Gehenna card. That's what you did. And as it is played, alternately, if there are at least 2 Gehenna cards in play, this is the next big bonus. You may play this card during your minion phase to untap a vampire with a capacity above 7. Goes in the Water Dog stack. Divine Sign, Scatter Shot, Desert Eagle. Good card. That's a good weapon. The nice thing is the 2 damage each strike, but it only costs you the 1 pull. Okay. Curmudgeon, another trifle archetype card, by the way. Jack of both sides. Reza, good vampire. Bruce the Guy, another good vampire. Beckett, another good vampire. And Crusade Dublin. Yeah, loving it. Here we go. Got a Stunt Cycle. Song of the Distant Vitae. Aura of Invincibility. A Gear Up. Revelation of Desire. Root of Vitality. Another Diamond Thunderbolt. Martha Dizier. I played a lot of Toreador and Ticheru, but I never really stuck her in my deck because I just preferred some of the other vampires in there. But she does have the bonus of being a black hand, which allows you to do some of the black hand stuff. And then when in combat, involved in a combat, Martha ends, she burns the blood to move a card that she played during the combat to your hand. And she's also a +1 bleed. So you can retrieve your combat cards after the combat. So, you know, that extra blur that you would like to have. So you play the blur to get the 2 additional strikes with you. When the combat's over, you can put it right back in your hand and she's ready to strike 3 times again all over. So there you go. Alicia Barrows, another good vampire, big old vampire. Hezekiah Rutledge, and now my guys are going to fight over this. This is Nyland Horsey. He's a very good ally because of the fact that he can take a +1 stealth action to unlock a vampire with a capacity above 7. So you got big vampires that you want to multi-act. This guy can take the action. Now, this only works, as I see Evan is smiling, this only works on non-Camarilla vampires. So, since you do play Sabbat, Gangrel, Big
I
Angles,
know. That might be my first pick.
there's your... Milan's a good card for you, brother. That's a good card. Alright. I'm not going to have any problem getting me some of these diamond... I'm telling you, Diamond Thunderbolts. By the way, if you're wondering what the Diamond Thunderbolt does, I'll read it to you. Only usable when control of a vampire you control is about to change. In other words, if I try to chameleon like I did to Evan tonight, okay, or when you when a vampire you control is about to enter combat, control of that vampire does not change, and before the combat begins, your vampire gets to put a blood on it. So it's a way to give it a defense and it's master out of turn. So. I've got some tricks and shenanigans I'm going to try with those cards. That's why I'm trying to get some. The Jack of both sides, the Poison Pill, Starvation, Marina, Gear Up. There we go, another Extrema. So there's 2. Hopefully I will get one of them. Descent, Latulus, here we go. Sachavicus, the Angel of Cain. This is a good vampire because if he's ready, you can draw a card from your library whenever another Methuselah plays a master card. So if another Methuselah plays a master card, then you can then draw the card, and so it allows you to go through things. Hazimal, you can go look at it there, BJ. Look at it right there. Hazimal, another good big vampire, and the slow living. Guys, if y'all want to, here, take this stack right here. Y'all can go through those vampires right there while I'm going through all this. Here we go. Looking at it. Scattershot. Rebel. A lot of glare coming off these cards, I think, too. Rebel. Divine Sign. Emergency Preparations. Emergency Preparations. Approximation of Loyalty. Caseless Rounds. I'm looking for that, of course. Diversity. And then our vampires. We're on Reza. Dr. Julius. Count Germain. And then Abysmal's Aura. Abysmalards. Absymalards. I'm going to hopefully I can say all that. Don't get me trying to pronunciate some of these words. Army, which is a very fun way of making extra minions in a game. Here we go. Approximation of Loyalty. Dive into Madness. Principle of Discordia. Nod. Another trifle master card. We already talked about that. I've already talked about it. Perfectionist. Friend of Mine. Entrenching. Mukter Bey. Shahid. Jan Peterson. And Church of the Order of St. Blaise. This is a unique location. Requires a ready Sabbat vampire. Tap this card to add one counter to a location you control that uses counters. So there you go. All right, Dive into Madness. Lona, Sleep of Reason, Rebel, Loose Cannon, Curmudgeon, Root of Vitality, Robin Winters, Jacob the Glitch, Guillermo, and Crusade Paris. Not a very, very good pack for me at this particular point. Starvation, Desert Eagle, Curmudgeon, Jack of Both Sides, A Soap, Reformation, Smoke and Mirrors, John Paleologus. He's a 9-cap, Sabbath Archbishop of Istanbul, and during your untapped phase, if John is ready, he may burn 2 blood to cause your prey to burn 1 pool. Very unique ability, discipline. He's got 4 superiors and an inferior potence, so not bad, not bad. Okay, Marcel Dubrow, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, and Antar, and an Unmasking for all of you people who like to play allies and get +1 intercept. So there you go. Ugh. Doesn't want to rip. Doesn't want to rip. Songs of the Distant Vitae. Stunt Cycle. Games of Instinct. Neighborhood Watch. Revelation of Desire. Finding the Path. Another Caseless Rounds. Another Sasha Vampire. Another Balthazar. Now Balthazar is an 8-cap. He's a Giovanni. Once each turn that Balthazar is ready, he can reduce the cost of the location of an equipment you play by 1 pull or blood. He's a +1 strength. See what's the name of that vampire? Guillermo, that gives you the +1 hand size for each location. He's good for that. So you can actually put him in the deck so that he can reduce the cost of the locations, and then your hand can increase by getting a +1 hand size with that other vampire. So he's really good for that deck. Hector, I'm looking for Hector. Personal involvement, I am looking for this card. In fact, I've got a deck. I got a deck that's being kind of centered around this card right now. I was talking to Norm Brown about this deck. It's what's the best way to say it? It's a pariah deck, and we'll get to that later. One of these days, I might actually show it, but right now it's just in the development stages. But it's kind of a fun idea. Here we go. Sleep Unseen. Bravo. Flurry of Action. Arms. Demins or something, yeah. Siphon. Another loner. Orb of Invincibility. Una. Now, Una's been updated because this original print is broken because this was the Freak Drive machine. So this is how it used to read. Cards that require Fortitude cost Una 1 less blood to play, which means you Freak Drive for free. You could put 20 Freak Drives, 25 Freak, and just action, unlock, action, unlock, action, unlock, action, and it never cost you anything. So they had to change the rules on her, and they had. Petra. Fod. And here we go. There's a Verilax right there, Facility. Another card I am looking for. And we're now at the halfway point with this opening right here. We'll be halfway through. The suspense is killing you all, I know. Here we go. Gear up. There's another schema. Descent. Perfectionist. Sleep Unseen. Flurry of Action. Bravo. Rider. Alicia Barrows. Ferox, the Rock Lord. Ferox, the Rock Lord. I like Ferox. And one of the reasons why I like Ferox is because he's not a slave. And so, since he's one of the few gargoyles that isn't a slave, you can do some things with him. And so I like to play, like Rosia is probably my favorite gargoyle vampire, because you get the free press with her. But really good, and this is the advanced version too. So, and then we've got a Crusade Istanbul. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna pass some stacks over to y'all. Y'all can kind of start going through and looking through all of that good stuff. Right here, and we're going to kind of clean up some of this mess as we're at the halfway point. I'm not going to give y'all my stack. You don't get to look at my stack.
Hey, well, we all distract his stack.
Oh, horseshit on that.
Right here. There we go. All right. Part 2. Part 2. We're into it. Conifer, Desert Eagle. Another armor is another loose cannon. Smoke and Mirrors. Siphon. Loner, another Sasha, another Una, another Hector for me, and a Carver's Meat Packing. This is a good card, especially if you're playing combat vampires and you start beating up the baby vampires. So if you got somebody that's got a bunch of baby vampires, like they're playing like the 1 to 4 cat vampires, or it's gonna be 1 to 3 cat vampires. Really, really good for that type of stuff. So there you go. Cranking it in, brother. Here I go. I'm going to a soak, a reformation, a stunt cycle, songs of the distant Vitae, another caseless rounds. Once again, I'm looking for caseless rounds. Sleep Unseen, Flurry of Action, Petra. I like Petra. Petra's one of my favorite vampires. I love those anywhere from like 3 to 5 to 6 cat vampires with superior animalism that can do things. And the great thing about her is that damage that she inflicts on a volley is aggravated. So if I was playing against Tom's unnamed deck, that's right, I have ag damage too, okay? And a vampire burns an additional blood when he or she uses a press to continue against Petra. So if you want to fight another round against Petra, they got to pay for that extra. And so for a 5 cat, those are some really good specials, and especially since you get that superior animalism. So she was built for carrying crows, bats. She was built for it. All right, 5, Alicia, Restricted Vitae, another Gehenna card. There's another flash grenade. I've been needing some flash grenades. Black Hand Ritual, another diamond. I'm going to have plenty of diamonds. As long as I get me a few, I'm going to be good with that. Jack of Both Sides, Aura, Chain, Instinctive Reaction. Going to the vampires, you got Ryder, Mustafa, and another Ferox, and then we got a Blood Weakens Gehenna card. Blood Weakens is a good Gehenna card. Orb of Invincibility, Gear Up, Scattershot, Rebel, another Trifle Master card. Bravo, Principal Discordia, Crocodile's Tongue, Shonda Dorit. There's my Afifa. Alright, that's probably what I'm going to go for first. Either that or Veil. If Sid gets Veil from me, then that's probably what I'm going to do. Garston Roland. And then another personal involvement. Okay? You might be asking, why does Water Dog want this card? Well, it states, it costs 3 pull, by the way, to play this card. If your prey has more pull than you, after paying the cost of this card, your prey burns 3 pull. Any Methuselah can cancel this card as its play by burning 2 pull. The cost of this card then is not paid. So it's just an awkward way of doing damage, is what it is. So, me, I always like to try to find alternative win conditions. Can't always bleed your opponent out. Poison Pill, Starvation, Proximity, Dive into Madness, Serenading, Emergency Preparation. There we go. It's another one of them. Divine Sign, Spider. Spider's is a good little vampire. He's a 6 cap. He's got superior celerity, superior protein. He's got animalism, and he's got fortitude. And he can steal a weapon as a strike. That's the great thing. Steal a weapon. Somebody got a Singer dagger? Steal it. Okay. If you're, if you're at close, then you can steal that ivory bow. If they're at close range, I believe is how that works. If Spider's blocked and the blocking minion is still ready at the end of the action, Spider burns 1 blood. So really what he's designed for is to do aggravated damage. You do things like a wolf claws, and you do multiple strikes with the celerity and stuff, but you can use that alternative thing, which is to steal the weapon. So it's good. And he's only a 6 cap too, by the way. Jesse Meeks. He plays right into the Gehenna cards, because if you play a Gehenna card and Jesse is ready, he untaps. So he's part of that thing right there. There's another Celeste and a power base, Banquilla. Here we go. Divine Sign, Emergency Preparations, Descent into the Darkness, another Loner, another Nod, another Diversity, another Occlusion. Going to the Vampires, Jezebel, Sid, and Gaglioso the Traitor, who I'm looking for. He is the Prince of Miami, and any Lazambra controlled by another Methuselah can enter combat with him as a D-action. During your discard, if there are any Gehenna cards in play, Ganglazaro can burn a blood to untap. But I'm needing him. Blood Trade is your Gehenna card there. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Prince of Discordia. Another Nod. Another Starvation. Desert Eagle. Scattershot. Traditionalist. Chain of Command. Martha again. Mushin again. Heartmood again. Nightmares upon Nightmares. Sleep of the Reason. Rebel. Songs of Distant Vitae. Stunt Cycle. Conover. I would tell you guys, while you get a chance, I would try to grab some of the archetypes. They don't always are playable in every deck, but sometimes you'll have a deck idea that they're really playable, and especially with some of these that are trifles. Some of these MasterCard things that are trifles. Desert Eagle, Airman's Demence, Theo Bell. This is the advanced version of Theo Bell from Group 2, and this is a really, really good card. If you don't have, I'm trying to remember what is the set. I'm probably just thinking out of turn out of my mind, but good card for the advanced version. Bruce the Guy, Amophobus, and a Crusade Geneva. That's a good set of vampires there. That's all good vampires there. Curmudgeon, Jack of Both Sides, Sleep Unseen, Bravo, Friends of Mine, Serenading the Kami again. Streaming, that's what I'm looking for. Skidmark, one of my favorite vampires. He's got superior obfuscate, superior fortitude, and it says when he's acting, you do not replace any cards you play until the end of the action. But he's a 5-cap that's got these two really good superior disciplines, especially the obfuscate and the fortitude, because he allows you to play the Nosferatu Antichibu card Inside Dirt. And so Inside Dirt does 3 damage if you've got the edge. And so he's tailor-made for that, because not only can you bleed unlock with the fortitude with a free drop, then you can come back and Inside Dirt with him. And so he's really, really good. Matthew Romans, Sisik again. And here we go. Kalamaki Nightmares, another big card I'm looking for. So that's 3 right there. That's probably one of the first 3 I'm going to try to get for trying to fill some holes in my collection. Alrighty, I got a loose cannon. Curmudgeon, Root of Vitality, Revelation of Desire, Songs of the Distant Vitae, Aura of Invincibility, Gear Up, another Una, another Shonda, another Donatello, and Emergency Powers. I got it on my list. I wanted to make sure. I thought I had it. But this is a unique card because what it is you put it on a seraph. And you put this on the acting seraph, and during each political action, this seraph gets X additional votes, where X is the number of Gehenna cards that are in play. So, there you go. Really good. Winding it down, not that many left. And actually, pretty good box overall, actually. Traditionalist, Chain of Command, Friend of Mine, Serenading, Sleeping Unseen, Bravo, Flurry, another Petra, good vampire. Another Verox, good vampire. Jacob the Glitch, kind of a weird, unique vampire. And then another army, Gehenna card. So there you go. Finding the Path, Caseless Rounds, Sleep Unseen, Flurry Action, Scatter Shot. Another Rebel, another Divine Sign. Another John Peglionis. He wasn't on my list. I didn't think so. Rider, Fod, and a Dragonbound, which is a good Gehenna card to get. There we go. Another Esgima. Siphon, Traditionalist, Entrenching. I like Entrenching. If you don't know what it doesn't require discipline. It's a +1 stealth action. And if this vampire that you have that's taking the action has 4 or more blood, he or she gains 4 blood. So if you're playing big cat vampires like the Dracone, and you're sitting on like 5 blood on your vampire, you could take one of these actions, one of these Entrenching, and go back up to 9. You know what I'm saying? And then if you have a way to unlock, come back and take another. But it's a way to refuel your vampires is what it is. Eremine's Demens, Crocodile's Tongue, Conover, Matthew, Ezekiah, Balthazar, and a Crusade Berlin. Yeah, I played a few Entrenching cards in some of my decks before. Bravo, Prince above Discordia, Crocodile's Tongue, Nod, another Emergency Preparations, Descent into Madness, Loner, another Theo Bell, another Jesse Marks, Amophobus, and a Servitude of Irad, which is another card I'm looking for. What is this card? It's you put this card on a ready vampire you control. When any Methuselah plays a Gehenna card, you may draw 2 additional cards from your library if this vampire is ready. Discard down to your hand size afterward. The vampire can have only 1 Servitude of Irad. What's cool about this is if you're going to play with several Gehenna cards, is this is not unique. So you could, they can only put 1 on a vampire, but if you got 3 vampires in play, they can all have it so that when the Gehenna card hits, well, you can then cycle cards and stuff like that. So it's a really good cycle card. The other thing that I like about it is it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost any cool to play it or anything. So there you go. Perfectionist, Games of Instinct, Smoke and Mirrors, Sleep of Reason, Black Hand Ritual, Poison Pill, Collusion, another one of those Maries, that's what I'm looking for. Another Afifa, oh baby, baby, baby. Guillermo, and a centralized background check. Yeah. This is a unique location. If you're playing location decks, this is not a bad card to add because weapons cost an additional pull. So all of a sudden, that sniper rifle costs 3 pull. And it doesn't cost you anything to put this card into play. I'm down to 3 packs, man. 3 packs. All right. Okay. I got a diversity. Got an occlusion. I got a Conivar, another Desert Eagle, Sleep of Reason, a Rebel, Sums, Muhandis, Saren, another Trader, which is what I'm looking for, and Fueled by the Heart's Blood. Bam. Down to 2. Come on, baby. Yeah. Neighborhood Watch. Instinctive. Soak. Reformation. Finding the Path. Dive into Madness. Another Flash Grenade. A Lazarus. An Acid. Another Aaron. A Fall of the Sabbat. This is the last pack. Last one, brother. Last one of this pretty shiny stuff right here. Let's see if we get another Veil of Darkness, our second veil, so me and Sid don't have to fight. Here we go. Airman's Demons. Loose Cannon. Another Flash Grenade. Black Hand Ritual. Another Stunt Cycle. Games of Instinct. Neighborhood Watch. Another Skid Mark. He's good. Another Mustafa. Another Garrison Roland. A good equipment card. A Tapestry of Blood. Now, this is a good card. It's a unique equipment. The bearer can look at the top 3 cards of any Methuselah's library and burn up to one of those as a +1 stealth action that costs 1 blood. If that action is successful, the bearer untaps at the end of the turn. The bearer also gains 1 blood when a Gehenna event is played. Really good piece of equipment. And it only costs you 1 blood to equip. That's something one of you guys might really want to try to get because that's a good piece of equipment if you haven't had one of those. That's it, brother. That's what we got. That's what we pulled. That's your cracking packs, brother. I appreciate you watching. It's been Reading Between the Lines on the Water Dog, and we be out of here.
Oh, you watched the whole video? Hey, thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. If you like what you've been seeing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Y'all take care.